We are here once again with a weekly review of Days the Anime, and this is the second episode, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Now we have where Sakushi is officially on the team of Seiseki High School soccer team as well as Kazama. And what I really like, they told us something in this episode which you don't see very often in sports anime, is that when you have the main character, usually they don't like try to see in the future, especially the captain, and see the determination of that main character, and says because of the effort that they put in and their love for the sport, it's impossible for them to be a captain. But we see in this episode that because of Sakushi's constant, or Tsukamoto's constant determination to get better, despite him being the worst out of the bunch, out of all the first years and every single other member on the soccer team, just his drive alone made the captain, I believe his name is Mizuki. He's the third year, and also we learned that he has injury. He looked at Tsukamoto and already determined from right then and there, by 2 years time, by the time Tsukamoto becomes a third year, he will be the captain of Seiseki's soccer team. And it brought a smile to my face, because most of the time we don't see where many of the characters, especially the main character, involve or like be put on such a pedestal, already having high hopes for it, to the point where the captain or other members of the team will say, this person will become the captain or someone really great in the future. I mean, they always think of something great of the character, but never do they actually say or point out saying that somehow along the line this person will lead our team to many victories. There will be losses, but also as well as many victories along the journey. So that was really, that tells you that possibly when this series ends, we will get possibly a glimpse, a little glimpse into the future. And whatever number that they wear, whatever the captain, the number that he wears, Tsukamoto will be the one wearing it by the time he is in the same position as was Mizuki was in. Now, this episode, it first dealt with, the constant running drill for the first years. They have to do this running drill where they have to run around the what do you call it, the place where they do their practice, like around the whole school. They have to keep doing that. The second years were pushing them, telling them that, and they were kind of glad because they're no longer first year, so now they can push and drill the first years. Of course, Tsukamoto, being a complete newbie, he is so far behind, but what he does is that so that the other first years doesn't have to end up being sacrificed for his slowness and him being not up to par with them, he decides to run all the drills for them. Eventually they start seeing Tsukamoto's determination, and they start running with him as well. Now we get to the part where in every single sports anime there always has to be some type of training camp. And of course, this is a sports anime and it deals with soccer, so why not have a training camp already by the second episode? So the good thing about Seiseki, it kind of reminded me of Haikyuu, where Haikyuu used to be known as this, very competitive school, and it used to be up there in the rankings, and it used to win a lot of championships. But the difference is Seiseki is still regarded as a really prestigious school in both academics and in sports, and everybody that is in that training camp knows it just by their aura, just by their presence. They know that this school is not one to mess with, and if they have any possible chance of wanting to win the championship, they have to get across Seiseki. But the thing was, as in of course as many other sports anime, our main team may have gone to championship but have not won as of late, as recent years, or they're just a new school starting, so nobody takes them seriously. But in this case, they take Seiseki seriously, but Seiseki has not gone to the championship within 2 years. So this year, because of like new rising first years and other characters like Kazuma, who everybody knows, like the minute they saw him, and it was really funny because this guy, we did see where he has fascination towards Bruce Lee. He loves Bruce Lee. and he came in the Bruce Lee's outfits that he wore during that movie, something Wrath of the Dragon, his all orange jumpsuit, his all yellow jumpsuit. He came and walked in and said, "Oh, I forgot to wash the rest of my jumpsuit, so I just came in this." I think he was lying about that. He wanted to come in there and look like a Bruce Lee, like Bruce Lee. He wanted to cosplay as Bruce Lee that day. So he came to the camp and everybody was like, "This guy is going to be trouble. He's going to Seiseki. This guy is going to be trouble." And of course, a lot of people were making fun of Tsukamoto because they saw he's wimpy. He's very small. He doesn't look like a player that they can take seriously. But he proved them wrong when they were doing the drills upside the mountain, because they had to run during the mountain and all those staircases and the hills and everything. And basically the Seiseki was leading them, but it was not the captain that was leading the entire team up the mountain. It was actually Tsukamoto who was leading the rest of the team, and as well as the first years up the mountain, because they were leaving a huge gap in between schools. And already you can see, if they can be able to run and be able to distance themselves, imagine when they're playing on the field how fast these players will be. Now, concerning the next episode, so I guess they're gonna get in more into the training camp, or they're gonna have to start doing drills, playing with the ball and everything, and getting to know each other better. But this episode is really the start of the training camp, very early in this series. And also, if people are wondering how much episodes are going to be in days, there's gonna be exactly 24 episodes. So I am very happy about this. So we're going to get like 2 openings and 2 or 3 endings, and I'm very happy for that. And the story is going to extend more than just the average 12 to 13 episodes. So we get to see more character growth for our characters, especially Tsukamoto. So by the end of the series, he's no longer going to be just that newbie. He's going to be probably not on Kazama's or Mizuki's level, but he's no longer that person that just came in and had no particular sense regarding the game of soccer. So if you saw this week's episode of Days, do tell me your thoughts and opinions on it. Tell me what do you like about this episode? What are your hopes for episode 3? Are you after episode 3, are you going to stick with this anime, or are you going to drop it? I would love to hear that. The links are in the description box, so you guys can check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!